Hello everybody, welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. Are you good? Are you doing well? Are you happy with the blue skies? It's very nice. I'm going to keep saying it. It's very nice. I meant to do that before I started babbling on, but there you are. I don't know, did I mention I had one of the brothers drop over out of the blue, unannounced, 2 fishing rods. They're fly fishing. I've never done fly fishing, but he just dropped them here with a box of fly hooks, things, and we're off. We're off. But so I have inherited, I suppose, these 2 fishing rods. And I thought, cool, because I remember seeing another brother of mine, Gregory, many years ago. I was going over the bridge in Fermoy and I saw him down in the river fly fishing. I was looking for a while and I thought, he looks like he knows what he's doing. And it looks very elegant and very relaxing. I like it. And I said I'd like to try that someday. And here we are. I got 2 rods. One's over there in the corner. I have 2 untangled. Yeah. Because I was on YouTube. The University of YouTube. Just trying to figure out, is there anyone showing you how to do these things? This is one of them. This is the smaller of the 2. And the other guy... Shit. The other guy's over there in the corner. And he's... he needs to be untangled. I was trying to... Just on the lawn. You know the way I try to get all that jazz going. But I made a fucking balls of it. I managed to tangle it up. And then I was bringing it in here. And I forgot to drop it in half. And it was just like a fucking some diddery clusterfuck. Having a fit with a fucking rod. But that's going to be sorted. It's no biggie. It's just, I'm not doing it now. Fuck it. I'll do it later. And I got these came with it. These are cool. You want to be very dainty, I would imagine. Can you see that? Isn't that a cool little case? No, it looks cool. I think it looks cool. Do I know how to decide which is the one you should use? I do not know. Much to learn. Much to learn. So that came with them. And I thought, super. So then I had to go and figure out, okay, do I need a license to do this? Because it turns out people have kind of gone and lost their fucking minds. Long gone are the days, if there ever was days, where you could just get a fishing rod and hit your nearest river and go fishing and catch a fish. Apparently there's rules and fucking regulations up the wazoo now. So you got to be careful because there's some fanatical individuals in this particular area. So I asked one person, they said, no, you don't need a fishing license to go fly fishing for trout. I goes, okay, so trout, I'm going fishing for trout, gotcha. And I don't need a license, gotcha. And then someone else would be there like saying, maybe you should get a license, you just don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean? Either it's clearly defined or it is not. You're fly fishing, and if you catch a fish, it's probably a trout. I mean, how do you say I'm fishing for trout? What does that mean? Like, it does... Surely that's all that will go for what you put on the end of the line. I mean, look, we all know that I'm a bit stupid. I'm a bit of a dummy. I'm dumb enough to know that I'm kind of dumb. But for fuck's sake, what I'm hearing back in anecdotal stories is the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my fucking life. Fuck Christ's sake. So now I don't know if I need a license or not. Now I don't know if I can just fish anywhere. I'm looking, if anyone in the area of Fermoy, Glanworth and Kilworth are listening, and you know a thing or two, let me know, please. I'd like to know, because I'm getting fucking contradicting stories all over the shop, which has led me to where I'm thinking now, do you know what I'm going to do? As soon as I get some bit competent, in my mind, of flicking the fucking thing on the lawn, I'm going to shoot off to whatever's closest, whatever river or stream, and I'm going to give it a go. And if someone comes up to me, I suppose then we'll be educated. So I'll go with ignorance, and it's better to apologise than to ask for permission, isn't it? I know there's by the Glenworth, is it the Glenworth Bridge? That looks like a nice spot to go fishing. I'm going to see if you can go fishing there. And that's, is that the closest one to me? Unless there's one in Kilworth you can go fishing in. I don't know. But these are things I am looking to find out. I think there's one out Araglin way as well. Is it Baker's Bridge or something? Some bridge out Araglin way. So yeah, I have to figure out, because it's, like I said, I'm going to give it a go and see. I think it'd be nice, now and again to just scoot off, bring the kids, see if they want to go fishing. I suspect they'd love it until we catch a fish. Then I think the shit could hit the fan. It could go either way, really. I mean, would you gut the fish there and then? Probably not. Fucking traumatize them. So yeah, this is a thing. So I wanted to see if I could get any fucking clear, legitimate information. And it turns out I can't. Maybe I'm asking the wrong people. Maybe you should ask my brother Gregory, but I think he'd only confuse me further, because Greg now is the polar opposite of myself. He's a stickler for research and fucking knowing facts about shit. I'm like, sure, where can it be? Let's give it a go. And see what happens. It's not like you're going to be doing, industrial scale fishing. You're just going out there mainly for the crack and have a bit of a laugh and maybe catch a fish. Really, we all know fishing isn't really about fishing. It's not about catching a fish. It's about going fishing, spending time in that environment and thinking stupid shit instead of doing it at work when you're meant to be at work. So there you go. I think it came into being because we had a house guest. I have to look at my bullet points now, because I had to make bullet points because I'm hungover, not from alcohol or substance abuse or nothing like that. More from I don't know what exactly you could call it. House guest impact, I call it. Herself's dad was over for a while, for, I don't know, was it 10 or 11 days or something? He's fucking... Hansa! Ahoy, Hansa! Dobry den! He's a mocking cunt, by the way, but he has no word of English in him, so I can say what I want. And he's gone. He's back in Prague. But he enjoyed the whiskies. We had a few glasses. I kind of let him off because I found that I was too tired by the time I got around to having a whiskey, and I was like, this is just fucking not now, give me beer. Easier, but I think I had one glass and I don't know if I even finished it. It was a disappointment, but look, shit has to be done, people. So where was I? Oh yeah, so he's Prague all his life, and I mean that's severely landlocked, Central Europe, like. And he has a fascination with ocean, rivers, lakes, all this kind of stuff, lighthouses, fishing. He was here 1 year actually, and we went off for the day. Marty brought us. Where the fuck did he bring us? We went beach casting, basically, down somewhere near Cove, and it was fun. Beach casting is fun, especially if you don't fuck all about what you're doing. Just cast away, and once you have that down, you're good to go. And Marty showed it. Well, he showed me what was needed. And it was fucking great laugh. We were looking at photos actually of the first time we did it, and it was good crack. Then the brother took us to some fucking stock lake somewhere, I think out by Mallow. This is a long time ago now. I don't even know if that place is still there. That was a bit fucking It was depressing. It was like going into a mine. You know what I mean? It was shit. But the beach casting was a great crack. It really was. And then after that, we had no joy there. We went to, is it Kennedy Pier in Cove. Caught a fish there. I was delighted with myself. Fucking, it was some fucking struggle to get the bastard up onto the pier. And her dad I think he caught fish first. So that turned out to be a fun day. And so I must have sold it to the brother. And he was fucking going through his crap, which he's lots of. And he found these that he had for years, just gathering dust. So the plan was to take herself's father, Yida, that's not his name, Hansa. Yida, that's what the kids call him. Hansa. We were going to go fishing, but it didn't fucking happen for one reason or another. It's just the way the week fell. And now I have 2 fishing rods and flies. So I'm thinking, better use them. Try to get something done. As if I have the time for such things. But you got to make the time, people. You got to make the time. Take a fucking day off. Everyone is so busy. And I get it, but sometimes you got to give a big 2 fingers to the whole fucking bullshit. Work till you're fucking dead bullshit. So there you have it. Fly fishing. An adventure in the making. I have 2 fishing rods, so I don't know, I'll convince some poor fucker to come along. Excuse me. So that was that. Because when they were down in Cove, actually, because Cove, he goes to Cove every fucking time. He loves Cove. And the whole Titanic thing, I suppose. I think there's a building down there. It might be a hotel. And they have this big fucking Titanic thing. It says Titanic. I think it's like a window of a ship. Kind of, just for tourists, I suppose. He's always getting his photo taken there. What can I tell you? They're Czech. They love this shit. And Sebastian was there with him. And now Sebastian is fucking... It's Titanic 24/7. I fucking hate the Titanic now at this stage. I would raise the Titanic up one impossible feature. That's what I would do. And then I would sink the fucking thing. Just to get that out of my system. Because this is too much talk about it. I actually am looking right now at a canvas that he bought. Well, his mother bought him. And I had to do the fucking Titanic. Now, I get stuck right into this. But in about a half an hour, it was done. But we have to paint it. And I don't mind telling you, it looks kind of cool. But fuck me pink. Now he's on about, what did I write down? He's on about, is it Britannic? The Titanic's sister, apparently. He's talking about these ships like they're friends at school. Oh my God. And then he's watching a documentary yesterday, but it went from that to a movie. They made a movie where this Britannic, I think, was converted into a hospital ship. And then it got sunk in World War. So now he's comparing these fucking robot photographs of the Titanic at the seabed and the Britannic at the seabed, and he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to think. He's making them out of Lego. He's driving me fucking insane. So I think it's his grandfather's fault for showing him this fucking Titanic, and we to watch that painful goddamn movie with the DiCaprio lad in it. Fuck me pink, man. That hasn't aged well in my opinion. But when it's sinking, that's dramatic as fuck. That's amazing the way they did that. Just lads falling off when it dips up and they're hopping off of metal bars and shit. Oh my God. Poor souls, lad. So yeah, so I think when I did the ship, because I wanted to represent it in all its beauty, all its glory, floating. And he was like disappointed because I think he wanted to see it broke in half. But anyway, he settled for this, so we have to paint that. So yeah, so that's yeah. It's back to the fucking house guest impact. Because you'd be thinking, sure, look, there's a room there, you're fine. Sleeping there, you're grand. You know, everyone gets on with you, you're sound out. We all have a giggle. We can mock each other this kind of way. And have a few drinks in the evening. And all of that. And shoot some arrows on the lawn. Great laugh. Have a barbecue. Because the weather was super for it. But day 3 or 4 you're in, you're thinking you're getting a little bit twitchy, but you just find yourself kind of, I'm fine. And what did we say before? When you hear yourself say to yourself, I'm fine, you're not fine, you're twitchy. You're getting twitchy. It's just like, you know, you have to be the first one up. I am the first one up anyway. But it's just, I don't know, there's a heightened sense of something. Mental illness probably, which was dampened by beers and whiskies. Well, 1 or 2. Oh, come on. Fine. There you go. Bye-bye. So the house guest impact, I call it, and it's a real thing. The kids would be kicking up. They kicked up terrible there on 1 or 2 occasions. And it's like they think you're not going to correct them because their granddad is there or something. Oh, they were mistaken. I can assure you of that. I even inspired their grandfather to join and correct them accordingly. But it was grand. But yesterday now you could see the two of them were they were having their house guest impact after the fact. But look, it's all good. It's all done. Now we can get back to whatever the fuck we're doing. So I'm going to take up the old fly fishing. I hope. It might not take. It might not work out for me. But it might. It might. So I thought I'd bore the fuck out of you with that. And here we have, this weekend, we have Valley Bowman. Valley Bowman. I think I've only been there once, maybe twice, but I'm thinking once, possibly twice. Valley Bowman is a fantastic course. It's down around Waterford somewhere. About an hour and 20 minutes or so. But it's a nice mature wood, nice big trees there. Some fucking hard shots there, some steep incline and decline shots there, if I recall correctly. I think the last time I was there I was doing a 1 hour round, which I am not a fan of. Because I could never get the fucking, you know, how you add up the scores. And it's just idiot. But it's a 3 hour round thingy. Look, it's all over Facebook. It's you know what it is. You know better than me. All I know is, okay, 3 hours. So bring 10 and have more on standby. So I'm looking forward to this because, like I said, my new hour rest is playing a fucking blinder. I've got a lot of shooting in this week at home, practicing. I put a lot of hours through it, and it hasn't budged. And I'm getting used to the whole fucking plunger guy with it. So I was able to work on my gapping now, and I'm much better than what it was with all the uncertainty over the fucking hour rest that I had. Now the problem is, last time I got an hour rest, a proper bolt-on hour rest, and I was thinking, this is awesome. And we went all the way up to fucking Mayo. 4 hours it took us to get to the damn thing. It was worth it though, because Mayo is stunning. First shot. Do you ever see the cartoon movie? What's it called? Billy Connolly's in it. His daughter's like got red hair and she's mad for shooting arrows. They have this competition at one stage where all the tribes come to they're having a big banquet because they're going to marry the daughter off. And they're going to have a competition. It was going to start with archery, and this goofy looking guy comes up to take his shot, and the arrow he's got the arrow knocked, but then as he's looking at it and he pulls the arrow back, the arrow just swings away from the bow, and he's looking at the arrow and he can't get it to stay. That was me. First shot in Mayo, 4 hours into it. The thing just took a shit. It's like, I don't know. Something fell out of it and you couldn't fix it. So I had to do some fucking MacGyver trick on it. And I think I might have been shooting off the shelf from that day, on that day, because of that. And that put everything off again. Because, I mean, you're knocked on the line based on where your arrow rest is. So now that that's dropped by nearly a fucking inch, you're still, I don't know, it's about there. So that was a disaster. And then I got another one, some fucking spaghetti yolk. I say spaghetti because that's close to the name, Spirelli or some shit, I don't know. Is that a bike? But we'll say the spaghetti one. And that blew up on me down on, where did I go? Wexford. My favourite one, the hardest one I've ever gone to. And on the first time I decided to take some practice shots, I don't know what happened. It just fucking literally blew up on my bow. And I was like, I was not happy. So that kind of put me in a bad mood for 12 months. 12 fucking months, folks. But now, those ones were fine. Like this one is fine. Until I went to the fucking shoot. And then whatever happened, I don't know. But I had plungers with them. Now, when I would put the bow in my case, I'd remove the plunger, which I kind of didn't want to do, but I thought maybe I should, and you know what I mean. So, excuse me. I don't know if that had any bearing on the things blowing up, but it's done. But this guy now, I mean, I've been nearly 2 hours, an hour in the morning, hour in the evening, bang, 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 and she's fine. And there's an easy adjustable thing. There's no fucking little compartments with little bits in it that you have to worry about. It's fairly bulletproof. So I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to going down now to Valley Bowman and giving it a good shootout for the day and see how it holds up and see how my, you know, peace of mind it gives you. And if you're not worrying about your gear, you should be good enough to fucking have a good score for the day. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I've been scoring pure shit. And I'm not happy about it. Because you know you'd be thinking, well, I know I'm better than this shit. What's this about? So that has to be rectified, and it shall be. Actually, my grouping in the X's there on a 20 was quite splendid the other day. I got 3 fucking tight fit into the X out of my first batch of 5 arrows, we'll say. It was my second 5. But it was, I'm trying not to take photos and shit. I'm trying to just focus at the task at hand. So, right, do all that shit later when you're scoring, right? But now we're into fucking reconstruction, rebuild. And it's going swimmingly. I'll be doing it after this, actually. I'll be going out there with my bow before the crackers get home, and I'll be shooting a whole bunch. Because my van took a shit on me, and it's in the mechanics. I'm waiting for a phone call, actually, to see how much that's going to cost. But it was metal on metal there with the brakes. So I don't know. The joys of it, folks. The joys of it. So it's like, yeah, just fucking, I think you get set in your ways in your home space, how you operate. And if someone comes, no matter how much fun they are, or how much, you know, I mean, family's family, right? But you just get so screwy in your head about your little routines that you might be unaware of. Yeah. It's like, I'm up at 6 a.m. If someone annoys me by 7, before 7 a.m., that could ruin my whole fucking day. Or I could ruin their day, you know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing. So it's like, chill out, relax, stop being so crazy all the time. But you need your privacy to be crazy without affecting anyone's, you know, gentle. But, you know. And our heroes are finished in South Africa. And I think they had a fantastic time. I imagine it's a memory that will be forever tattooed on their brain. And what an experience. Keith from Red Fox on the last day got a fucking perfect score. And when I say perfect score, if it's 560, he got 560. That's super, like. I mean, that's awesome. Well done, you, Keith. Good shooting, son. But great experience. Something to build on. I made a list of names because you know what I'm like with names. I don't even know if these names will be the correct names, but we'll give it a go. So, Catherine from Dunbrody. Of course she's from Dunbrody. Of course she shoots with Dunbrody. Fucking assassins. The fucking lot of them. Catherine went over to her first World Championships and she got herself a 3rd place medal. Well done, you, Catherine. You dark horse. Catherine, and she training like a demon. And she gets herself 3rd place. That's spectacular. Well done, you. Everyone else kind of just had a good time. Mark came 4th. I actually don't know where any. Lynn came 4th. Wexford Lynn. Sarah and Nicolette. Helen Kavanagh. Well done, each and every one of you girls. You're super. And I'm not just saying that to be polite. That was awesome that you all went over there and did what you did. Well done. And I'm sure you fucking enjoyed every second of it. Ye lucky luckies. And then there was Kevin. And did I miss someone here on this list? I'll go through it just once. There was Mark, the assassin. That is Mark from Dunbrody. Sometimes known as Mick. There was Catherine, Kevin, Keith of Red Fox Archers, Lynn, Wexford Archers, Sarah, Red Fox, Nicolette, Limerick, and Helen Kavanagh, Dunbrody. Well done, each and every one of you. Not that you need fucking congratulating to go on a glorified holiday. You lucky luckies. But safe home to you all, and look forward to seeing you at a shoot in the near future so you can make everyone jealous of your tales of adventures of South Africa under the blistering heat and the lovely alcohol, I suspect. Because I was actually going to do this list. I mentioned it to a buddy because I was writing for what was I doing? For the magazine, the Fam. And my buddy was saying, oh yeah, so he was asking like, so what's the story with the writing in the magazine? What do you do and how do you do it? And I goes, I haven't a clue. I'll do a draft, realise it's shit, then I'll do another draft, realise that too is shit. But I might find a word or a turn of phrase or a sentence out of the 2 shitty drafts, and I'll go straight at it, sit at the laptop and just, type out the whole thing. And it turns out then that that's the way to go. So that's cool. And I was saying, I'm thinking of doing this top 10. And he goes, of what? I goes, all the folks that went to South Africa. I said, I'm imagining if I went to South Africa, if you were just in the vicinity of the group, things you might hear them say. And he started choking on his own laughter, and he was like, don't do it. There's a very fine line. He went really weird. So that sounds like a fun thing. So I started this list, but it was kind of, I don't know. You have to be in a particular state of mind to appreciate the humour of it, I suppose. Or maybe you don't, maybe you fucking don't. Because I find loads of people, they know exactly what you're saying, and they're laughing their holes off, but then they won't come out and acknowledge it, because that'd be wrong. Oh, come on now. You were going there just a second ago. But the top 10, what was I starting with? I should have brought it in here. I wrote it down in the house. It was things like, what do you mean you eat it? You put that in your mouth? That would have been number 10. Number 9 would be something like, you don't need sunscreen, you need a surgeon. Things like this. But they were kind of, it's gone from me now. I should have done it when it came to me, because you'd be halfway writing one down, you realise, well, that's shit, but this is way better. But I think he's my buddy's caution, and he really got a tone of caution going made me think, well, don't want to be upsetting the magazine people now this soon. I'm trying to just ease my way in, and like a fog around the mind of many, just bring them to my side of thinking, the way I see it, and maybe have a little giggle. But he was like, Jesus Christ, you can't say that. What if there's children reading that magazine? I said, so fucking what? Don't be talking about children like they're fucking some kind of, I don't know, vegetable. They're people. They're just smaller. That's all. They're going to get there eventually. It's not like you're, it's fun. It's a funny thing. You're just saying something funny. If it's truly funny, fuck it. It'll be funny. Don't be getting so fucking tight. Jesus Christ. But anyway. So, before you invite someone to stay at your house for more than 2 days, or more than a day, think about it, okay? Think about it, because you'll experience high weirdness in yourself, and this fucking lighter is fired. I've got to go and find myself a lighter. So, to recap, hopefully I'll be able to find out about fly fishing in the local area. We're talking Kilworth, we're talking Glanworth, and from my areas. If anyone knows anything about this, I would appreciate some info. That would be awesome. I'd appreciate it truly. And going to go down to Valley Bowman at the weekend. I hope to see many faces there. And the weather's meant to be super for it. So, and it's a beautiful wood. I should have got there more often, but I should have got to many shoots more often. But life is life, you know what I mean? We take what we can, and we work for the rest of it. And we don't want to hear any more about the fucking Titanic. And one more hurrah for those back from South Africa. And that's all I have for you, though. That's all I have for now, like, you know what I mean? I have to go and sort out my van now. I have to ring a mechanic who I can barely understand. When he's talking to me, I'm like waiting for fucking subtitles to come up under he's fucking talking. But he's a dinger. He's always there to get you out of a spot or bother. So I shouldn't be mocking. I'm not mocking him. I'm just saying from my perspective, I need fucking subtitles. Fucking some village people you need subtitles. That's all I'm saying. Love the village. It's super. Go on, Kilworth. I walked through there this morning, actually. Beautiful. And it's really sunny today. So look, I'm gonna go and do stuff. I'm gonna go do this because I do believe I'm late yet again. I did this yesterday, okay? But I fucked up. I put on stereo instead of the other one, which I hope I'm on now. And I couldn't sync it properly for whatever reason. It drove me insane. I was at it for like an hour last night trying to fucking and it would sync, and then halfway through it was kind of like the old Chinese movies where the dubbing wasn't worth the fuck. So here we are, take 2, and that's why the energy probably isn't there. Fuck it. I'm happy. Are you happy? You'll be happy if you go down to Waterford this weekend now. Go down to Valley Bowman, shoot some fucking arrows, have the crack, and I'll see you there. Bye now. Be good. Bye bye.